Hi, everybody. I am here with Mr. Terry Newsome, who has been labeled by the one and only Southern Poverty Law Center as a terrorist. Okay? And you know what that means. He's one of our people. We like him. He's probably a good guy. Okay? Because the SPLC, I swear to God, it's almost like a rite of passage for a conservative to be called a terrorist by them. A good friend of the channel, James Lindsay, also labeled a terrorist by them. So I got to ask, I'm just curious, did you throw a celebration? Do you get a pin for that?
So
do you get a ribbon?
You better not get too close to me because I hate women too. And hopefully you're not gay because I hate gay people because you're really being trouble.
Yeah. All right. So you're okay. So
I hate everybody.
So Terry, you
I
are
don't even
an
talk to my mom in life. Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling very threatened right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So very threatened. Now we were talking before air. The organization you're a member of a parents' rights organization, right?
Illinois. I'm the president of Illinois. Parents. Oh my God! Parents involved in education.
Okay. Illinois Parents Involved in Education. Okay.
And I have my own little podcast called Behind Enemy Lines.
Okay. Excellent.
We represent being parents and Republicans in the communist state of Illinois with our governor, B.J. Prickster. Did I say that right? B.J. Prickster? Or no, it's J.B. Prickster. I'm sorry. This is a little slip there. Sorry about that.
Okay, so now we know parents who care about their children are terrorists.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You are anti-government and everyone should be afraid of you.
Yeah.
Okay, if you love your children, if you don't want them to be sexualized, if you don't want pornography in the school, apparently you are a threat. Is that kind of what the deal is?
And if you want porn out of the school, pornography, that means you hate LGBTQ gay kids. And every time, we're joking around, but every time we speak, we're not anti-gay.
Right.
We're anti-porn. And you know what they try to tell us? Oh, the suicide rate amongst these kids is higher, or they don't feel included. So we have to have these books for them. Children are children, right? My twins, heterosexual or gay, children are children, right? So my kids don't have to see a BJ book to feel included. Why it's the parents and the whack jobs that are telling us that gay children have to see oral sex pictures or they won't feel included. Or they might kill themselves if they don't see an oral sex picture in the...
Okay, Terry, when you distill it down like that, it is so obviously stupid, and to me, that is actually homophobic, right? That is actually transphobic. Yeah. So you're saying that if we acknowledge that you're sexualizing our children, that has something to do with gay people. So groomers equals gay. You guys are the ones conflating grooming and gay people, not us.
Yeah.
Right?
So here's another thing they put in my kid's school when they got back from Christmas break last year, my son.
Yeah.
Tampon machines in every boy's bathroom throughout the whole state of Illinois, from grammar school through college. Yep, B.J. Prickster did that because his transgender cousin requested it.
Okay,
He's got a transgender, for real, that was in the military in heels and a dress. Swear to God, look it up. Pritzker's cousin, or my governor's cousin, and so he's pushing this crazy, radical trans agenda down the throats of parents in the state of Illinois.
So help me understand this, Terry. I keep wanting to call you Frank.
It's okay.
You guys, I have Frank stuck in my head. He's got a tag. Yeah. What's the Frank speech tag about that?
So I have my little own podcast, but Sharona, America's Mom, I'm a guest host for her from time to time. So I got this little special badge.
So you got lots of fancy badges, Terry. Yeah. Okay. So now if we're going to follow the science, right, which has been a moniker of the left for the last few years, follow the science. If we're to follow the science, would you say that boys need tampons?
Yeah. You know what? So my son's a wrestler. I don't know if you ever wrestle, you get a bloody nose sometimes.
You stick a tampon up your nose.
Yeah, you cram a couple tampons up there and it's good.
So is it just the
It's for the wrestling boys.
I love this.
So supposedly what I hear in the school is that somehow some of these tampon machines are being torn off the walls and found in the toilets. That's what I'm hearing. Is that crazy?
Oh, shocker. Some kids who know that this nonsense has nothing to do with them act out and say, this is stupid. And oh my God. Anyway, okay, Terry, backing up a little bit. Okay.
Yes.
So you're a terrorist because you love your children. Okay. Now you also were at January 6th.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I was proud that I was there peacefully.
That also means you're a terrorist.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep going.
So I went there with a retired police officer friend of mine.
Okay.
He just retired, Cook County Sheriff's. And he begged me to go. Little side note, I was 6 months into stage 3 melanoma cancer. I was on an IV at University of Chicago at noon on January 5th.
What?
Swear to God, on noon, January 5th. My friend's like, Terry, you just lay back and relax in the car. And so I shouldn't even have went. My wife was upset with me.
Yeah.
And we went there
wanted
for
you to
two
rest.
things.
Okay.
My buddy was a SWAT team guy. He's in good shape. I'm 62. He's 63. And we went there for two things: to see the president speak, and then to protect people from those pencil neck Antifa punks from going inside the hotels and stuff. Swear to God. That's why we went there. I didn't know about it. And there was no insurrection.
That's right.
There was no insurrection. I didn't know about this Capitol thing.
Okay, so wait, hold on, Terry. Now, I know you're not a history major, but in all of your life, when have you ever heard of an insurrection that did not involve guns, shooting, murderous takeover?
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, the most powerful country in the world is going to be taken over with flagpoles and cameras, right?
Little old ladies with flags. They're definitely insurrecting.
So here's another reason. I was glad I went there. In the morning, we left our hotel. We were at the Marriott. The feds know all this stuff already, by the way, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And these older ladies said, "Can we walk with you to the Washington Monument?"
Yeah.
We're like, "Yeah, sure, of course, right?"
Yeah.
And we're so thank you. We feel safe. It shouldn't be like that, right? That's one of the reasons we were there.
Well, and I love that, because at this point, it was lots of patriots there who just wanted who wanted to peacefully and patriotically protest. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what did you see when you were there? Was there a lot of Antifa folks?
So we passed a few on the way there.
Okay.
It's hard to see them because they're about as thin as a pencil. But anyway, as we got to the Capitol, we got there early. I was right behind Epps. I got pictures of him, and there was people that were stationed. There was people stationed in different spots throughout and not moving. Some guys are like, "It's our house. It's our house. Take over the." Not moving, just staying there by themselves. There was another guy that I showed you a picture, covered head to toe. He's yelling the megaphone as Chansley walks by at 131 on the west side, telling everyone, take a picture, show the world, take pictures, show the world. What happened with those pictures? Some of those people that went inside or unfortunately fought with police went to jail because of those pictures. There was another instance when I was behind my buddy, and there was an older lady to my right, and there was somebody in between us, a guy standing there, "Get up there, we need more troops," for about 10 minutes. And the old lady looked towards this guy's direction, and she goes, "Why don't you get your ass up there?" I had my mask on, and I pulled my mask down, and I smiled. I remember clear as day. I'm like, I was thinking it in my head, and I smiled. And she acknowledged me. And, I mean, they were spread out all over. I'm proud I went there. I'm not proud of what our government did. I'm not proud of the people that fought with the police.
No.
And there were some people that got agitated. I got pictures of me coughing when they're shooting way out to the crowd. The guy next to me got shot.
Yeah.
Yep. And so some people, manly guys that were up front, got pissed at that, so that's what irritated them. But there was other people that fought with the police. I was with the police officer, and I don't approve of any of that.
Yeah.
And we left, by the way. All these Antifa guys are going to be following me all the time. We're back at our hotel. You guys already know. You keep tagging everybody. They're tagging the FBI and all this crap. Oh, he tried to overthrow the government. I was back at my hotel before anybody went in. So keep doing it. You haven't got me sent to jail because I didn't do anything.
And that's what you actually had the luck of having Matt Gaetz, Representative Gaetz, Jim Jordan. So you've actually gotten help from some of our elected officials because they were coming after you.
Yeah, so there was some Antifa came in. I run Parents Group, Moms for America, Moms for Liberty, my organization. Antifa threatens to shoot up the venues. They shoot up the venue. So I was in the Epic Times a bunch of times. I got a text message from one of Matt Gaetz' attorneys in January saying, hey, please call me tomorrow about your situation. So I knew it was good.
Yeah.
You know, when I called him, I said, do you mind telling me how you got my number? He said, from Jim Jordan's office. So long story short, in March, Matt Gaetz wrote a letter to Garland, Ray, and Mayorkas in my behalf, wanting to know, I was labeled a domestic terrorist. It's a whole other long story. Am I on the list because I was peacefully in J6? Am I on the list because I'm a school board parent? One of my school board meetings had multiple law enforcement, riot gear, and two FBI agents.
Oh, Terry,
2 years ago.
Okay, so you got multiple.
And I'm a Catholic.
Come on.
Yeah.
You check all of the boxes. The government hates you.
And ex-offender too. Sorry, did you hear that? No. and I'm Italian. That makes it even worse.
Oh,
they
man.
go out south side of Chicago Italian. They hate us.
Oh, forget about it. Forget about it.
Can't do nothing wrong anymore.
Okay, so this is what, this has been kind of a recurring theme with some of our guests this weekend, is that they were trying to stick up for themselves, right?
Yes.
Or stick up for their community, for their
Children.
family.
Yep.
And they were persecuted for it.
Yeah.
And it actually, most of them, it ended up really just solidifying their position, if not, I hate to say radicalized, right? We don't want to say radicalized because that's their word, but it almost like it like solidifies the foundation that you have, right? Oh, I must be doing something right if all these people hate me so much.
They gave me, thank you guys, you gave me a platform to call you out on all these different podcasts and media, including the rhinos from Illinois. Senator Kern, that's you. Sheriff Mendricks, that's you. Coming after me, saying that I'm a right-wing extremist because I peacefully attended January 6th.
Now, you said that they've actually sent multiple law enforcement to your house.
Yeah.
They doxed your family.
Yep.
They've really tried to smear you and ruin you.
Yeah. Well, Sheriff Mendricks said he was coming after me, and on my podcast, I had a few drinks one night. I told him, I said, I'm not scared of you in certain different terms, and so he sent law enforcement after me, and he was going to dox my background from 35 years ago. Just, young Italian business guy. I got in trouble. I changed my life totally, dramatically.
Well, Terry, here's the deal. How can they want criminal justice reform and second chances and all that other stuff, but then attack us?
Yep.
And
wait, did you say us?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, what is that about?
I'm a member of the felony club, my man, okay? So this is where we're at. So you guys want justice and like second chances for all the people smashing, rioting things, stealing from people, destroying whatever. But then you're going to try to use my background and the fact that I've gotten my life together, I'm sober now, I've done all that. You're going to try to weaponize that against me? Yeah,
my sheriff was going around saying I'm still a drug addict that he's going to lock up in his jail and put me through rehab. I was never a drug addict. I was a businessman. I was never, ever a drug addict. So get that straight, Weasel. And it's 35 years ago. And then he put my family's names and they all this crazy stuff to think, all you did was you gave me more of a platform and I'm calling you out. Everyone's coming to my side. They're tired of your stuff. They're rhinos.
I think that's the funny thing is that they don't realize, just like, Donald Trump, love him or hate him, all of the indictments and the persecutions and people coming after him has made him stronger. It's made people more, even people who consider themselves Democrats or leftists are like, I don't like what I see happening. I'm going to vote for this person who I want to, because I see the government sucks, basically.
So I'm not like I can't really read the future very well, but Sheriff Mendrick, I bet you don't get reelected. John Curran, I bet you don't get reelected either.
Even in Illinois?
Yeah.
What is it? Okay,
well, they're
Chicago.
Republicans, but I'm exposing, they're supposed to represent us and our children.
Those people are Republicans?
They're rhinos. And I'm not supposed to say that. Sorry, I slipped. They're offended when I use the word rhino.
Oh my God. Hey, Terry, hold on, back up a little bit. Tell me if it's like this in Illinois. Do Republicans lose in Illinois because of Republicans or because of the media and Democrats and things like that?
So Republicans lose in Illinois when they should win because they don't stand up for what we represent. So they go to the center. Like they're all we got to get the middle. You guys can't even get our side. People don't even want to vote for you because you're weasels. You guys don't represent us. That's why no one wants to come out, because they feel, number one, you're going to be on their side. Number two, it's wasting our time because you lose all the time.
Ooh, it's so true. Like, why would, if we won't stand up for our own values, if we won't vote for our own values, why should independents and third-party people
or
vote
Democrats?
for us?
Why would they say, "Oh, I'm going to vote for this Republican," kind of like sort of in the middle?
Even
they're going to vote for the Democrats.
Exactly. That's what. There's so many disaffected Democrats out there, but they won't vote for Republicans because we won't even stand up for our own values anyway. Okay, so now Frank. So share with our viewers. So
Terry, but go ahead, Joe.
Oh my God, I called you Frank again.
That's okay. It's Frank. Frank, it says it on here. Frank.
I'm so fired.
That's all right.
No. Benjamin.
Everybody that watches, I forget everyone's. Sometimes I call my wife my ex-wife's name sometimes. It's a joke. She knows. I'm kidding.
Oh, I was
My ex-wife's dead.
But that's not part of why you're a felon, right?
She's not
That's
bad.
not why.
No, I just got bad karma. I don't know why.
Okay, so Terry, tell everyone what podcast they can find you on, where can they listen and learn more.
So you can find me on Twitter at Terry Newsome 357. Yes, that's from the 80s.
Oh, I love
Terry
it.
Newsome 357. Or you could find us on Rumble. Me and my host, Paul Drabeck, a combat vet from Romaldi. We're on Rumble at Behind Enemy Lines USA. And then I'm on Getter at Terry Newsome.
Okay. All right.
So a lot of stuff I was joking around here. So my wife sees this, but she never sees this stuff. You know I was joking, right?
Well, here's the thing. You know what, Terry? This is why Generally Irritable, obviously, it's got a funny name. We've got a funny logo. We do comedic shorts. One of the things that I found is that if we get too bound up in the seriousness and the gravity, right? We might just cry and cower in the corner.
My partner's serious. I'm like, just like, except this is the funnest interview I've ever had of all these people in here. I feel like I could be myself. And when you talking to Seamus, I knew right away. I'm like, I'm going to have fun with her.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the thing.
I can't wait to be on with Jessica.
They think we're all about... that was good. That was good. I can't even hate. I can't even hate you guys. That was really good. Because this is the thing. The people think it's like, as conservatives, and I've been joking, obviously, I don't think you're a terrorist, but they literally call us terrorists. The other side, the left, dehumanizes us.
These labels.
Right? And it's like we're all these terrible, mean, awful people, and we're not. We love our family. We love God. We want to have a good time. We want to joke around and be silly just as much as the other people.
Yes.
And if we focus too much on everything that's wrong...
Oh, my God, it's overwhelming.
Oh, my God. We have to laugh. We have to laugh at ourselves, and we have to laugh at everybody else. And that's what I think, Terry... I really appreciated about you too was like, okay, these are people who are real. They're telling the truth. They're out here fighting for America and trying to really make a difference. And I think when you do that, you kind of stick your head up, and that's when they can try to come after you, right? You put your head up out, they're going to come after you.
Yes.
So what would you offer for some advice for those for our viewers who maybe feel too afraid to open themselves up? They feel like, oh, I couldn't handle the persecution or whatever. What kind of encouragement could you give them?
So not everybody has to be on the front line fighting and confronting people, right?
Yep.
But there's so many people that I talk to, or parents that agree with us. Say, oh yeah, but they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Go to a school board. Go sit and speak at run for a school board, or help the stuff envelopes, or go knock on doors. I think the biggest thing, like I started my little podcast and what you're doing, is to get the word out there for everyone to know.
That's right.
We got to get people to our side. Most people don't even realize that we're in the middle of a war. We're in the middle of a war that we're losing.
That's right.
So you got to step up and help us, because you're not going to have a country for our children and grandchildren.
Yeah.
And I know I joke around and stuff, but I mean, I'm doing this.
It's deadly serious.
And it is.
Amen. I love it. That's Terry. That is exactly what I say. Do something. Do anything.
Yes.
Do something. Do anything. All right.
Yes.
So say the name of the podcast again.
It's Behind Enemy Lines.
Okay. And then are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Terry Newsome 357.
That's right, 357, because we love guns.
So I'm starting my Twitter and Facebook account over again because after January 6th, everything was shut down. So I can't even do it on my phone. I that.
Oh,
Cut that out.
cut it out. Edit it. All right, Terry, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Have a great time for the rest of the conference.
It was awesome. Thanks. It was fun.
I got one question for Terry.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Terry, before you get off, I got one question for you. So we know that you hail.
Hold on.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's fine. No,
no,
let him get over there. Go.
hear you
Get.
from over
I can't. He can't. I'm on the microphone. Get over there, Terry. Get over there, Eric. Get over there.
Okay.
So, we know you hail from the Newsome clan.
Yeah. I'm not the same family.
We're gonna, for the sake of this argument, you're from the Newsome clan. What do you think of Gavin the Grifter, aka Gruesome Newsome? What's your take professionally?
In Chicago, a lot of my Italian friends are car salesmen. They're like, hey, I mean, he's like, he reminds me of a car salesman from Chicago without the Chicago accent, right? I mean, that's what he reminds. He's like a cheesy.
Yeah.
Sleazy.
He's a sleazy dude.
I can't stand the guy. It's embarrassing.
How much do you think that you could start a petition? Would you like to start a petition to make him change his last name?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you?
I swear too much on my podcast. I don't want to do the hair. I know the guy's a piece of crap, man.
Yeah.
We have a fun video of him. We gotta send it.
Oh, please, dude.
We made of him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because he really messes with his staffers' wives.
That's right.
He does?
Oh yeah, he slept with his campaign manager's wife. Wow, so he cheated on his wife and had sex with his campaign manager's wife.
Man, I'd like to have him on the tier back in the day. We'll see. That grease would come in handy on his hair.